Yo, what's up, Hairflips followers? Cambodia here with 150 and Delicious. Delicious, don't get an applause. There you go. Since we haven't been on air for a while, we thought we could come back strong. I think this is the first show of the New Year's, right, guys?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, snaps. Well, I guess happy belated New Year's in February. Cheers to an awesome 2016.
Oh shit.
All right, since we're toasting and drinking right now, once in a while we have beer reviews. So since this is a good segue to it, why not give a review on the beer that you guys are drinking right now? You want to go first, Neil?
Well, I haven't even tasted it yet, but it's a Hefeweizen from Davis, California, called Sudwork. I'm gonna go
What
try
is it? Hey, flip it so we can see the label.
Sudwork from Davis. The half.
Ah, I never heard of it.
Yeah.
So you're one of those craft brew kind of guys, huh?
No, I just want to try a variety of different beers.
How,
And to prove that I'm not a craft beer, not a craft beer whore, if I finish this, if it's decent, but I want more, there's a Limerita in my future. Why you gotta do that?
well, isn't it like a margarita? Isn't it like a Mexican beer?
Have you seen the Limerita commercials?
The Limerita. No, I haven't seen those commercials.
Yeah, they call it like the spicy margarita.
Oh God. Well, the beer I'm drinking actually is I don't know if I've drank this on air before. The Elusive Beer Traveling Beer Company, Grapefruit Sandy. I actually had it on tap at a sports bar, and I thought it was super delicious. I don't know if I've ever actually bought a 6-pack of it, but it's like a I don't know, it's a wheat beer, but it has like a grapefruit citrusy note to it, and it's nice and refreshing. So I definitely recommend it. I prefer it out of a tap, but hey, you know what? I can do a bottle too.
So
What about you, Mac?
So you're drinking fruity beer?
Fruity beer for a fruity guy.
Well, I kind of got lazy. My bad, but I went with a classic. That's Guinness. So clutch. The Guinness. I think Guinness is the Coca-Cola of beers. No one around the world. They don't need to. They don't need too many advertisements. No, not too much commercials. Everybody just knows about Guinness, man.
You know that Guinness isn't a vegetarian beer?
Is it a vegetarian beer?
Well, they stopped. They stopped. They used to. Go ahead, Neil.
Oh, I didn't know. Did they stop being a non-vegetarian beer, or are they still?
No, they stopped. It's a vegan beer now.
Still tastes good. Still tastes the same.
No, but the reason it wasn't a vegetarian or a vegan beer before was because they used to use like sheep's bladder in the brewing process.
Because they what?
They used to use like sheep's bladder.
Oh, really?
In the brewing process. So.
Can I say something? I still drank Guinness.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because he's our resident. Vegan.
Vegetarian.
Actually, speaking of which, diets and stuff like that, I don't know if you guys want to use the time on the show right now since we don't have everyone, but the Hairflips hard bodies are getting ready for the summer. Yeah, we're hard bodies. So,
hard body?
Hey man, I call it how it is. I call it how it is.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know, since we don't since we don't have the whole crew here, do you guys want to outline what we should do for the, I guess, fitness weight loss challenge for the upcoming summer, or you guys want to wait until John gets here? We know Russell's not going to participate.
LVR's got
Come
to.
on, man. Don't count LVR out. LVR is just
Hey, shot bet right now. Shot bet right now. All of us. You guys think LVR is going to participate? I say no.
I say yes.
No.
That chicken shit's gonna say no.
It's true though.
It's the truth. That fucker should, but he ain't.
Man, no love
We're
whatsoever.
demotivators.
No love. The hate runs deep.
Okay, let's. Hey Neil, how about let's hold off on explaining some of the weight loss fitness stuff until everyone gets on and we'll discuss it here. You know, we have the whole thing set up. Who's the judges? The certain goals, the time that it ends and stuff like that. Right? Fair enough.
Yeah,
Yep.
but I do think we should take, shots and like humiliation should be a part of the process.
Well, yeah, I really agree. I really agree.
And yeah, Kimbo, your connection really sucks.
Oh fuck, sorry guys.
Your roommate should stop downloading gay porn.
Serious, man, and the larger ones too.
So,
The high quality files.
Hey, speaking of porn, would you guys like HD porn?
That's what you call a classic segue right there.
No. Hey, quick strike question. Would you guys enjoy HD porn?
HD?
No, HD porn. Like, come on, dude. I mean, do we really want to see all the bumps and whatever and everything in high def, like when you're fapping? For those who don't know, fapping is a term online trolls use because it makes that fap sound. Fap, 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 fap.
trying to drink. Yeah.
So you're asking if HD helps or not?
No, I'm not saying it helps or it doesn't help. I mean, whatever the case may be, if you give me a fucking Sears catalog, it'll help me. You know, I mean, if any circumstances would, but I'm just saying, like, it takes away from a lot. That's all. All right, let's talk.
Apparently, your roommate is downloading HD porn because your connection's so bad.
Connection keeps breaking. So.
All right, sorry guys.
You tell them to wait another hour. You should have fapped enough by now.
He's a strong replenishing power, fool.
His pimp had is way strong. His pimp had is way strong.
So let's get into the discussion topic. So we all get 2 topics and we discuss for 5 minutes each. Agree?
Sounds good. Sounds good.
All right. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. Partly because I just got something that came to me as the resident soccer expert, and everyone talking about how,
Soccer mom.
And everyone talking about how Manchester United, a club that I love to hate, is doing so poorly right now. The story just came out today that next season, actually like 3 seasons ago, they worked this into their contract, which I hope and believe that every team in sports should do from now on. 3 years ago, after they missed the Champions League, they worked it into their contract that if they don't make it into the Champions League that year, all their players will forfeit 25% of their salary.
Wow. Really?
Yep. 25%, dude. That's a huge chunk, isn't it? Like, imagine if you were making
Wow.
100,000. Imagine you were making 100,000. That's 25,000 right there, out of your salary.
Wow.
For real?
Yeah, they worked it into their contract because, for big clubs, Champions League is a huge, income generator for them.
I don't know.
And what?
Euro League is like tops for me.
What'd you say?
Euro League is tops for me, man.
Huh?
Euro League.
Oh, EuroLeague. Oh, yeah. I mean, like one game in a Champions League is actually more than some champions make in certain European leagues. So, Champions League money is big money. For that reason, usually like when a club like Manchester United or Arsenal or Chelsea or whatever come to buy a player from a lower, um, not a lower division or a lower league, but basically a lower ranking team, there's always the guarantee that you get to play more and you get paid more, you know. And well, you might not necessarily get to play more because there's more competition on the team, but at least you get paid more. So, but now, if you consistently, as a top team, if you consistently keep missing out on the big competitions, then that affects the bottom line. So I think this affected them 2 years in a row, like 3 years ago. So they worked it into their players' contract. So now they're on the verge of missing out on the Champions League next year, and they're saying all the players are set to receive a 25% reduction in their wages. So what do you guys think about that? I personally like the idea.
Where's their union at? Where's the players' union at? I think that's the first thing that comes to mind because I don't think that would pass in America.
Well, if you think about it this way, in America, it's all one collective league, right? Everyone's playing for the same trophy. Everyone's playing in the same competitions, you know. But with all these soccer teams, there's so many different competitions that they can play in that a lot of times the number and the status or the caliber of competitions you play in dictates how much money your team makes or potentially could
Right.
make.
No.
So
I think the closest thing to it is incentives. Like a lot of football players, if you get X amount of yards, touchdowns, blah blah, you
Right.
get extra money. So akin, that's kind of similar in that regard. But the difference is that's kind of like bonuses. This is like I give you this pie, but if you don't, I'm gonna take that pie away from you. It's not like in football where they give you the pie, and if you do something else, they will give you some mashed
but
potatoes.
it's
They will
different.
give you
It's
some
different. It's
collard
different from
greens.
incentive, but it's actually different from incentive in that in American sports, teams themselves don't make incentive unless they actually win, right? Or depending on how far they go
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the same
No,
competition.
milestone. It's
Right,
milestones. It's in all individuals.
right. But in European soccer, it's more of a bonus or an incentive if you can make it to certain competitions. So that way, the more competitions you can make it into, the more tasking the more games you're gonna play, the more tasking is gonna be on your players, that kind of stuff. So it's a little difficult for players unions also because not all players or not all teams are on the same playing the same number of competitions.
No,
So
I get that. I get
it
that.
makes it a little tough too. So for that, on that same vein, they're making the argument that well, if we're not going to be playing as many games as we should be playing, guaranteed, then you don't deserve how much you're currently making because a lot of what you're making is based on the fact that you're expected to play more games per season. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
So
that totally makes sense.
it's
I
kind of
don't know,
interesting
man,
though.
but I don't think it's ever gonna catch fire here because
No, I don't think so, but I still think it's a good idea though. like
A lot of things
Raiders,
are a good
every
idea.
year the
Like,
Raiders, every year Raiders players
is a
should
good
get
idea.
10% cut off from their salary. Every year they don't make the playoffs. By now,
certain teams will go broke. Certain guys will go broke.
by now they'll be playing for free. They'll be owing. By now, certain players will be owing. But yeah,
All right, so that was a good topic, Mecca. Actually, before we go to our second topic, can we give a quick shout out to your shirt? Can you showcase your shirt to the fans out there?
oh come on, man. It
How?
just says I know.
What does that say? What does that say?
It says I know HTML.
How to meet the ladies.
Just go have.
I thought it said how to moist.
Oh man. Oh no. Oh no.
Neil, you want to go? You want to have your topic up or?
Sure. This is basically a poll question. It'd probably be better if the other folks were here, but 72?
I say they do it,
What is
and I'll
that?
tell you why. Um, the only competition that I see them having is like what the Spurs and the Oklahoma City Thunder, right? So they have what like 5 games with them remaining, 3 with the Spurs and 2 with OKC,
Mm-hmm.
something like that. And I really don't think OKC is a big issue. It's more of the Spurs. But based on the games that they've played them, even if they were blowouts, I think they have their number. Like I just feel confident. Like that's just not me. That's just not me saying like, oh, they're running whatever. I just feel like watching these guys, they're really that good. Like I'm confident in saying like they will actually probably get more than 73.
Yeah, they would basically have to lose what? 6 games in the next 40 games?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
I mean,
look, look,
no,
look, like count the.
oh, okay. You know what the better answer is? 75.
What's that?
You think they can make 75?
See, that's the. I see. I'm not gonna say far. I'm like 74 to me, 73, 74. That's like I would be confident to say yes, but 75 is like, wow. That's on another level, man. That's like, wow. That's crazy.
But that's the funny thing is that if you imagine it, 5 years ago, a successful season for the Warriors would be 48 and 48
No,
and
it's true, right? Like, yeah, like 50
Yeah.
games would be happy, right?
I was happy when they went 40, 41 and 41. You know what? I honestly don't think there's many people there's a lot of people out there that don't realize 41 was a good was a very 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 good season for the Warriors.
Yeah, that is true because they were like 20. They were winning 20 games consistently for like a few years, so I can see that. But like, count the losses that they've had all season so far. You got Milwaukee, Detroit, Dallas,
Yeah, Dallas. And who was the last?
and one more.
They lose to.
Who was the last one?
Hey, Izzy, who's the last? What was the last team that beat the Warriors?
No, yeah, they said Detroit.
Drummond's team, champ.
Yeah, Detroit. Yeah. No, that's 3. Detroit, Milwaukee, Dallas. What's number 4?
Wow.
Who?
No, I'm just saying it's hard for us to even come up with the last team. So that has to mean that.
The first one was Milwaukee, though, right?
Yeah, it was
Yeah, Milwaukee was because of a back-to-back, and they went to like 4 overtimes with the Celtics earlier,
Yeah.
like the day before. The only
Oh,
real
Denver,
loss I think they.
Denver. Denver.
Oh yeah, Denver. Yeah, Denver. You're right. You see, think about it. Of those teams, those are kind of subpar teams, right? Like those aren't really like great teams. They're like middle of the pack, even below. So it just means that like they just got caught on a bad day, or back to backs were just killing them. That's all. That's my opinion.
I think only injury is standing in their way, honestly.
yeah.
Injury is the only thing that stands in their way. So.
Because yeah, it's true. I was like, I think they don't want to lose at all. I think they're young enough not to want to lose. Like they have no fear of like running out of gas.
Did you see that? You guys saw that picture I sent of Kanye making a reference to him as MJ and Steph Curry. He's like the best of both generations.
Come on.
That was one of his Twitter rants, and he said that he's both Steph Curry and Michael Jordan because he's great in both generations.
Come on, man. Only you two was great in multiple generations.
Hey Mecca, we didn't get your answer. Are they gonna beat 72?
Are they gonna beat 72? Oh yeah, I think so. I don't know if they're gonna go over 75 though, but yeah, 72. I think they're gonna be at 74, 75.
What about you, Neil?
What do you mean? I think 74 is doable.
No, I mean that's what I said. Like 73, 74, I'm comfortable, but 75, whoa, hey man, hey man, this shit don't stink.
Even in that winning streak at the beginning of the year, I don't know if I would have said 72, but right now, like fuck, it's like they when they turn it on, they can beat anybody. Like even the games they
Hey,
lost were close.
hey, you know what's funny? In the whole organization, I'll close with this, but the whole organization, Steve Kerr was part of that 72 game team, right? 72 winning team.
Yeah.
Jerry West was a part of that 78 Lakers record holder before Steve Kerr's Bulls. So everyone that was part of history is a part of the Warriors team right now. Just a little nugget for you guys. By the way, Julius Randle is developing fine.
Huh?
For all the Lakers fan out there, Julius Randle is coming along quite fine.
Hey,
I kind of like him a lot.
According to Julius Randle, Draymond can't stop him.
He surpassed Swaggy P as my favorite Laker. Swaggy P used to be my favorite Laker, but I think that fool's getting fat.
Dude, you know what? Every time Randle gets the ball, he wants to shoot. He's gonna shoot.
He's a ball hog, man. Damn.
Yeah, he's gonna shoot.
It's funny after watching.
And he has the same move too.
Like, I
same
see
move.
basketball.
He's
dreadful.
He's worse than Swaggy P.
He is way worse. After watching the Warriors, watching isolation basketball is just horrible.
Yeah, man, you kind of get to you enjoy good basketball. You enjoy that ball movement and cuts.
Yeah, you like what are you doing?
It's just fluid. Like as a fan, you just this they make it look easy.
You see someone just picks the ball up from half court and then he just walks all the way up and he's trying to open up.
But if they pass it to Kobe, they're never gonna get it back.
Man, seriously.
That's true. That's true.
Oh,
That's
I keep
true.
telling people, man, the Lakers got to pass this year because it's Kobe farewell tour. Next year it's back to business.
Come on, man.
Oh, I have a good. All right. I actually have a good segue to that since you brought up the Lakers. This is my topic. I'll start it right now. Gilbert Arenas posted something on Instagram asking Mitch Kupchak, the GM for the Lakers, to sign him for a 10-day contract. And, I'll get into the details of exactly what he wrote in the post. But he essentially wants the Lakers to sign him to a 10-day contract so he can see Kobe's last game.
So he can see it?
What do you guys think of that? Huh?
Just so he can see it?
Yeah, because he wanted to buy tickets, but they're all sold out. So his plan B was to ask the GM to sign him to a 10-day contract so he can sit at the end of the bench. And by sitting, he's also picky about that shit too. He's like, hey, I don't want Ron Artest's fucking view. He's in the corner. I'm thinking this guy's like a ball boy or something. He was going down the list talking shit about the Lakers the guys on the bench. He's like, what do you guys have? I mean,
He's not
he's like, just sign me on 10 days. I'll pay for my own ticket. I'm good. I mean, is that genius by him, or is that kind of just like Agent Zero being a dumbass?
He's been acting like a jerk lately. So I won't be surprised if that's just another one of his antics.
I'm surprised he's not in the China Super League too.
Seriously.
No, he's still playing with the Shanghai Sharks.
Where is he playing?
I think he's playing with the Shanghai Sharks.
With what?
He is in
Sharks. Yeah, he's still playing in China. He's still playing in China now, but I think their season's over.
Wait, I totally missed that. Huh?
He's playing for the Shanghai for
Gilbert Arenas?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm looking for his post right now to see what exactly he said about the other stuff.
Dude, he's just a dumbass. That's basically it.
He is, man. He's a jerk too.
All right,
He can
I'm
go
about.
he can go on a StubHub like the rest of us, or
Yeah, but
the N-
he
ticket.
he said it's sold out.
He can go to the NBA ticket experience, 100%.
But the games are sold out.
That's what. That's
Wait,
what.
so
That's
if I
what
go to
Pat
StubHub, I
said.
won't see a ticket, or they'll just be like, "Hi."
I have no idea. I think I mean, like I said, he might just be clowning around, but I think there's some truth to it. He might just want to like just kick it at the end of the bench, just to see Kobe's last game. I mean, honestly, like Kobe's. I mean, he's lost everything. There's no legs into him. He has no quickness. I mean, if you see him in the All-Star game, like it's just sad. He just don't have any like body left in him. I mean, that's just the truth.
Man, I already gave up on that dude after that game with the Warriors, man. Ever since then, I was like, this cannot be Kobe. I'm actually surprised he was able to put up 30 in a game this season.
Man, even in the All Star game, TNT had to save his ass because Kobe showed. I mean, Steph showed him up at the very last second of the game.
Yeah.
It's crazy,
All right,
man.
I'm gonna share my screen real quick. I'm gonna share my screen, and this is his post. All right. Do you see it?
Uh, no, you went blank. Do you see it, Neil?
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, okay.
You want me to read it?
All right. So yeah, I know I can. You want to read it? Can you read it?
No, you read it. It's probably better for you. It's kind of like pixelated.
All right. All right. So this is what it says. It says just tried to get courtside seats to Kobe's last game. Shake SMDH
Oh, well,
sold
he's
out.
looking for courtside seats. Of course, they sold out. Man,
Yeah.
go to
Where's he
Club
gonna sit?
200,
You think
fool.
he's gonna sit? You think he's gonna sit Club 200, bro?
Oh, if you want to see the game that badly, right?
But y'all know I just keep a backup plan as I look at the end of the Lakers bench and realize that what Hibbert, Meta, Swaggy have been doing all season, hashtag watching Kobe's courtside seats. Bus, you gotta let me be down, give your boy a 10-day contract from April 3rd to the 13th. I'll pay for the seats. I don't want the seats Meta sits in. That shit's so far in the corner. I
Now,
thought
what do you
that
think on
was
the next part? Is
what?
fucking nasty. What he says about Nick and Hibbert.
Uh, hold on.
You want me to read it?
No. Oh yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Don't sit me next to Nick or Hibbert. Their Down syndrome looks their Down syndrome looks like it's catchable. It's fucked up. That's hella fucked up.
All right. I guess we'll post the entire message on the Facebook site, but it's worth the read for like just dumbass antics. Like it's just dumb fun. That it's just at least he's not pulling out guns at people anymore. So you can give him that.
Who is that other guy? It was a former Laker too. That right?
Critidon was that his name? Critidon. I forgot his first name, but it was like
Like
something.
Devon or something like that.
Yeah.
He was a former.
I don't know if it was a former Laker, was he?
Yeah, it was a first round pick too by the Lakers.
Hmm. Back to you, Mac. You got another topic?
No, I was actually just looking to see what the tickets are going for. Club 200 at Staples Center for the last Kobe's last game is about $800.
I'm sure it's sold out, bro. I'm sure all the seats are sold out, bro.
No, I mean, of course, but you can still buy tickets. Just for how much? That's the question. Like,
The games are never sold out.
But oh, I know, right? How the Andersons get tickets?
We're going to the game.
Andersons got the game? How did they get tickets to the game?
The Andersons are going to get you. We're going to the game.
So yeah. Oh man.
All right.
So bad.
Hey Neil, you got another topic, or you want me to go? I got another one lined up. While
Yeah, think of one. I had one, but I forgot.
All right, I'll do this one. I want to bring up a little bit of football since the season's over. We just saw um the Beyonce and Bruno Mars halftime show at the Super Bowl.
Oh,
Um,
disrespect Coldplay.
no, but okay, let me reset the clock. Have you guys been following this Peyton Manning scandal that he's I guess resurfaced from his days in Tennessee?
Yeah, I heard
Okay,
about it.
yeah.
Yeah, so I guess supposedly I guess did more than show his scrotum or crotch to a female trainer. Is that what it is? And the school tried to cover it up by saying that it was a practical joke gone wrong. Like he was trying to moon his teammates, blah blah blah, and there's just a lot of fuzziness around the incident. Even his former teammates kind of talked. I mean, they didn't even back him up. I mean, this happened what like 20 years ago or something like that.
Right.
So in essence, I mean, his father. I mean, the Mannings are pretty much royalty at Tennessee, right? Like they'll do whatever they can to protect their name, right? The school and everything.
Right.
No one. Do you guys believe that there was some kind of, I guess, if you want to call it foul play, which is not the case, but like, did he actually did something wrong? And is his, I guess, value in being a pitchman kind of done? You know, he's at the end of his career anyway, so is he going to be able to sell more pizzas and Budweisers now? The same way
Yeah.
that he did 2 weeks ago?
Ah,
That was a tough one, man.
I think
That's what I'm
It's funny
saying.
because it's funny in the past people used to only need to worry. People only needed to worry about stuff like this if they were running for public office. But now it's like, well, your potential for future endorsements or whatever is now tarnished once something like this. Because everyone could probably attest to the fact that he was probably just young and dumb. And so if that
Yeah,
is
that's
true,
fine.
but
I mean, to me, I don't think it's a big deal. Like, yeah, I mean, that was a dick move, but it's not like he's tried to rape someone or, you
that
know what
was
I
a
mean?
dick,
Like, he wasn't.
that was a dick move, bro.
literally,
I mean, yeah, plus it happened 20 years ago, right? It happened 20 years ago. You know, what I mean, I'm sure, I don't know. I mean, I don't think that I guess you guys don't really respect him or look up to him like a fucking demigod like the rest of the world anyway. So I guess our lens is a little bit blurred. But what if it was, say, for instance, like a local sports hero like Joe Montana, um, in his place?
No,
How would
I'm
you
just.
feel about that?
I think no. You know what? I think for a while it's gonna go down. But look at Brett Favre. You know, Brett Favre had all that shit gone with him, and now he's coming back again. He's selling razors. Apparently, he's shaving.
And Copperfit.
Yeah, Copper Pit.
Yeah,
oh,
See,
that's
Copper.
right, huh? Brett Favre did have something, and
yeah,
it was before right before he retired too. It wasn't
yeah.
like
Well, I mean, this shit's gonna happen, man. And then all of a sudden, I mean, he isn't like they're. It's not like they're trying to be like Darren Sharper or something, you know. Go on the
rape spree.
yeah.
Hey, I don't know about the technology behind this, but it works.
Copperfield.
Are you gonna throw? Are you gonna throw a football to your dog?
That was a perfect spiral. No, but I mean, this is a bigger question too. Like, it's the thing with Peyton is he's still kind of active in the league. You know, I mean, yeah, he's winding down his career, but Pacquiao had a similar incident where he made some, I guess, homophobic remarks, and Nike dropped him.
Well,
And it's easy for Nike to do that because he's retired. So it'd be a whole lot of tougher decision for these companies if these guys are at their prime and they were involved in some kind of scandal like Michael Vick or something like that, right?
I mean, I don't know. I think I think I feel like I feel like if it's one of those things like, oh, supposedly this happened so many years ago, people are probably more willing to forgive and let it go. I think Payne will be fine. Honestly, I feel like if it somehow came out that Pacquiao made the statement he made, say, was at the start of his career, they probably would have he probably would have came out and said, hey, that was just me. I'm like kind of like a product of my culture, my upbringing, whatever. He could have made some kind of statement, but I don't think that way anymore.
Right.
He probably would have kind of like made a statement. I don't think they would have dropped him as easily if it was, say, something that came out that he said years ago. Same thing with Payne. But he might lose some endorsements, but I don't think it's going to be to the point of like, it's probably one of those things where the sponsors might lay low for a little bit, and then in a year they'll just.
Exactly. Like yeah, you're right. That's probably what they're going to do. But all I know is that chicken parm's not going to taste the same.
Chicken parm tastes so good.
All right. You guys have another topic?
Oh man, I had a topic, but then it totally escaped me. Spring training starts off in 2 weeks. Sucks that I'm not going to be there. Not going to be there again this year. Wish I could. But hopefully sometime soon, maybe next year or the year after, who knows. But looking forward to, I don't know why I'm looking forward to baseball season again, man. I feel like I didn't see enough.
You've been quite the baseball fan the last few years, man. You've been.
It's been pretty fun. It's like every freaking, I can't watch soccer anymore because if it's not Arsenal playing, I have zero interest. It's kind of crazy. I can't get up at 7 o'clock in the morning to watch any other game like I would an Arsenal game. Even if it's freaking midday and I'm at home, I just can't. There's like just zero interest. I actually followed NFL this last year a lot closer than I have in probably the last 5 years. And thankfully, got me to the finals of fantasy football, but I gotta wait one more year to proclaim myself expert. The true expert is the captain. We have to get the captain back on the show as the winner, by the way, to do an exclusive interview as the true expert. She's.
But what is it about baseball? What is it about baseball? I guess that I don't know piques your interest because like I don't know. I mean, I can follow it, but like only during the playoffs. I can't get into it in the regular season. You know what I mean? Like
that's a good question actually. I think with me is just by virtue of being a soccer fan, I already have naturally the patience for it. Number one, you kind of have to have the patience for it. That's the number one. You have to have the patience for baseball. It's not something that you're just gonna sit there and like get into it right away. And then number two, like I'm literally learning the nuances of the game every time I watch. You know, like when I watch soccer, it's like a script I've seen before. You know, you've seen like all the little tricks they do. You know, taking the ball into the far corner when the time is running out, time wasting, diving. You know, all the different things, tactics. I feel like I might not have seen it all, but I've seen most of it. So, you know, at this point, it's like. But with baseball, it's like I'm still learning like the nuances of the game, the different shifts, you know, as they have nowadays with defenses. Just different things like kind of like why it's so easy for players to play like 5 days straight and they don't even feel like they've had any workout, especially if you're
because they stand around fucking scratching.
Right, stand around all day like chewing fucking what's it called? Sunflower seeds. You know, like you'd be surprised. Like some players, you listen to some interviews and they talk about how they're on the field 2 straight days and they haven't moved. Like the ball hasn't come close to them. It's like, So it's definitely not a fast-paced game. And then every once in a while, when you do get those like fast-paced games, it's really like yes, I waited all this, and it's no different in my opinion. It's no different from soccer in that regard. Yeah, I waited for this. Huh?
The right fielders. That's the right fielders. They don't move at all.
I waited 3 days for this. This is action. Finally.
Left fielders.
Oh, that left fielders?
Yeah, that's where they spend the crowd, that unathletic.
It's like players on the team.
Old guys, yeah, the left field.
those kind of things. It's I'm still learning. I think I'm pretty sure like if I follow it consistently, I'll also get to a point where it might look old and boring for me, where I would literally have to just stick to a team to really be interested. But for now, I feel like there's still a lot to learn.
I
And
mean,
even like in the spring training and stuff, you get to see so many players. You kind of like see what it's kind of get a behind the scenes look into exactly what some of the coaches and managers are looking at when teams come in for training. You get to see the minor league, who makes the cut and who gets sent back down, that kind of stuff. You see what they have. You see maybe what they're lacking in, what they need to make it into the. You kind of see like those little differences.
Oh, speaking
So,
of baseball, did you guys read that story about Tom from MySpace?
huh?
A couple weeks ago, Tom from MySpace. I
Yeah.
think Neil might have read about this. He offered to pay he offered to pay Lincecum's salary
Salary.
because he wants to see Lincecum in the Giants uniform.
Is Lincecum still on the team?
no, he's a free agent. He's supposed to have a tryout. He's supposed to have like an open tryout.
I
So,
think he's done though, right?
Shot, man.
yeah.
Well, you know what? Well, you know what? As a reliever, closer, setup man, closer, he'd do all right. But as a starter, he's shot.
He's done, right? Yeah.
But it's funny though, because he hasn't had any major surgeries or anything, right?
No, his hip was really bad.
Oh,
Oh,
man,
that torque on your hip will do it, huh? Like the
Yeah,
torque on your hip when you throw.
all the power, yeah, comes from your hips.
I'm on my third beer. You guys finish your beer yet?
Yeah, I finished my beer.
Oh no, I haven't.
Hey, pop up with the lime marita, homie. You know why? Because you're not into that what is it, that small craft brew stuff, right? You're not a micro brewer. You're a macro brewer.
It tastes just as good as the first.
All right, Neil. Last topic.
Um, so like a couple weeks ago, Mark Davis basically called out Lou Wolf about who's gonna have that Oakland state, basically Oakland. But I mean, honestly, it's like a losing cause for Mark Davis to call out Lou Wolf, because Lou Wolf, if given the land, which is a lot. I mean, that's still a subsidy from the city. He's willing to pay. Lou Wolf and his partners are willing to pay for
And
the
and
themselves.
they have the money.
Yeah, they have the money. That's totally contrary to what Mark Davis wants. I think he's just trying to. I think his game plan is to really try and scare the A's out, but Libby Schaff is not willing. Is not willing to pay, and he needs to just man up. Either say he's gonna move somewhere else. You
Well,
know,
that's what he's been trying to.
yeah, but he he take money, but because there's no way Oakland is gonna pay for a stadium
They
for him.
they won't pay for it.
And it's kind of
Um,
sad that a lot of people want a lot of non-Oakland people want the Raiders to stay, but Oakland people, they really kind of, they, as much as they want it, they know they can't
yeah, they can't afford it. That's a different story. Um, can't they build two stadiums on that site?
I think well, they could technically, but I mean, as far as like from the last one I heard was they were gonna move one of the stadiums to what's that other?
Downtown.
No, not downtown. The to where
Central
the
Avenue?
flea market is.
To where?
Where?
To where the flea market, off 880.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah, like right across the street
Yeah,
or down the street.
Well, down the street.
Yeah.
I mean that's the plan. But again, it's all dependent on, who's gonna pay for the stadium, and it's not gonna be Mark Davis.
I mean, honestly, if they redevelop that whole area and make two really nice stadiums with like entertainment venue, I think there's the potential for like a nice like Oakland rebirth there because it's an up and coming city anyways.
Yeah, that's another thing that really is gonna kind of piss me off if the Raiders leave because I really do believe that Oakland is actually doing a lot better. It's benefiting from the whole like Bay Area boom and all that stuff. I mean, housing in Oakland is pretty much at this point I think maybe even more expensive than San Jose. Um, and they already have the nightlife and all that stuff, so it would really suck if they left now. You know.
I mean, honestly, like I've been reading a lot on this. Mark Davis just wants a new stadium. He doesn't give a fuck where.
Well,
So
no, they've already said that it really doesn't matter where the Raiders go. They'll be more valuable as long as they go somewhere new. So whether they have a new stadium in Oakland or they have a new stadium in San Antonio, they'll be a more valuable franchise than they currently are if they're in the
with
new
the stadium.
So it's really not about it's not really not a matter of it's not a matter of we're gonna lose money. We just want to add value to our team by being in a newer facility, and that's what they're trying to do. So that's already been established, and that's what he's trying to accomplish at this point.
I mean, I hope they stay. I mean, I hope they stay. But like from what it feels like he's looking for every possible way to get out, just to get a different stadium. And the thing is, he has no control over anything. He's kind of like a rat in a
After
cage.
after the word leave, can they tear down Oracle, or would they just use
No,
it?
they could. So,
Yeah.
and that's kind of what Lou Wolf wants to do. He wants to turn that place. He wants to make that into like a kind of city, you know.
Oh yeah.
He wants that property, and he's gonna build on it. Business centers, like shopping and restaurants. He wants to but he wants control of that area.
That whole entire wow, that's interesting.
But like he's willing to pay for it, unlike Mark Davis, and that's a big issue right now. It's just
As a Raiders fan here, I truly hope they stay. I think they belong in Oakland, not just for the people of Oakland, but I think with how the history as well as the city, it kind of aligns with like their toughness. So it just feels like a good match. That's how I feel about it. So hopefully they stay. So uh, closing thoughts now.
wants to go first.
I'll go first. Shout out to our boy, San Jose local. What's his name? Gordon, or whatever.
Eric Gordon?
Eric Gordon. He was the true MVP of the All Star Weekend.
Oh yeah,
He won the
yeah, I
slam dunk.
like that. I never heard that before.
He got robbed. I felt like two of his dunks were worth 1,000 points, and he should have kept getting credit, no matter how lousy his dunks were after that. He should have kept getting credit for the ones he already did. He was sort of at a disadvantage because he kept going first, so it was really up to what's his name to just do one better than whatever he came up with after that point. But based on the two dunks he done earlier,
But he didn't do one better, man.
Right, he didn't though. But that's he. I mean, I don't know. I think the judges were pretty stumped too. It's like both. I do agree. Both leading up to like the kind of like sudden death stages, it was pretty much even. But after that, they should have just gave it to him because he had the better dunks. I mean, if that thing was going like up to 20, yeah, he should have gotten like 20s for his dunk. That dunk. It's funny because most times I want to skip the slam dunk competition because I feel like there is no dunk I haven't seen or that hasn't been done. But man, he really did come up with something that, it's like with both feet like in the air like that. It was insane. He should have won it. But at the same time, hopefully, knock on wood, nothing bad happens and he's able to come back next year. I think it's definitely his to lose next year. if he makes it back to the competition. So looking out for that. And who knows, maybe both of them being young cats, we could have another one of those slam dunk rivalries, right? Like we did with Mike and Dominique. So we'll see. But shout out to San Jose native Eric Gordon. This is
What would you guys
see
say
you next
earlier,
year.
Eric Gordon?
Huh?
What did you guys say earlier, Eric Gordon?
What did what?
You guys said Eric Gordon earlier, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, Eric Gordon.
yeah.
Eric.
Yeah, Aaron, but
Archbishop Meeting.
Eric Gordon. Neil, you want me to go next, Neil?
No, I'll go. I'll go. All right. Remember when Joe Lacob came into the scene, and all he kept doing was talk, like making all these promises about championships and bullshit like that. I mean, I think a lot of people, a lot of like media kept thinking that it was because of Monte that they booed Joe Lacob. I think it's just the fans were tired of the talk. They wanted to see action. You know, they wanted to see the wins before he could say anything. And maybe, just maybe, Jed York can take note of what happened because he's talking, and his organization is just doing shit like canceling out on Girl Scouts and shit. Granted, it's for Beyonce, but I'm just saying.
It's for Bay, man. It's for Bay. I
Oh, is that who
hate
it was?
Bay.
Is that who it was for?
Yeah, it was for Bay, fool.
Oh, they determined that.
You gotta make way for Bay, man. The world ain't gonna hate on Bay, or America's not gonna hate on Bay.
That's a big tour she's doing, man. Damn.
So maybe Jed York should just shut the fuck up, delete his Twitter account, and just actually fund the team instead of represent the team. Because the Bay Area fans, as much as a lot of them are bandwagon, there's a strong crew of like local fans that will.
They're smart fans. They're real fans. Real fans.
Yeah, and I mean, like right now they hate Jed. It's like, you know what? If you actually shut up and put a solid team, they're gonna start loving you again. But just shut up. Even now, after winning, Jed York is still shutting up because he knows it's gonna turn if he doesn't continue putting a solid team out. But without saying a word, a lot of people love him now, and I mean that's all it is. Just put out a good team.
Support the people you put in place without trying to get the credit.
But I think Trent Baalke's got to go.
We'll see how long he has. We'll see how long he has.
Don't hit on my boy with the raspy voice.
Tom Sula, man, I was rooting for the guy too, man. Tom Sula.
He looks like a wrestler.
No, around here we call him Tommy T. Sorry, Jimmy T.
He looks like a wrestler.
He does.
You think he'll be walking out like next to Iron Sheik and shit in like his tight red shorts, red and gold shorts, or his briefs?
That's cool.
Yeah, it's not any wrestler. It's like an old school wrestler. He's the fucking Red Rooster.
Nah, he's the Brooklyn Brawler, fool. Can't you see him wearing the hat, the newsy hat and shit?
He's Saturday Night Main Event. He's not Raw. He's like Superstars. He's the That Nay Show.
He's battling the Von Erichs and shit.
Is that all you have, Neil?
Yeah.
All right. Let me take us home. Speaking of matinees, I've been reading up a lot about Deadpool. The biggest R-rated opening, comic books, blah blah blah. And I was like, what's that?
Have you seen it?
Yeah. So I was like, let me just go catch a matinee. So I, ended up watching it because reading all this review and stuff. This guy. It's a different type of superhero movie. He breaks the fourth wall. Blah blah blah. Bullshit. 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 Although it is a solid movie, I didn't think it was like the greatest, superhero movie out there. But it's nice to kind of see Hollywood. I wouldn't give credit to Hollywood, but like artists and filmmakers putting out a product that they believe in and they actually had a lot to do with versus. And let me bring this back to like professional sports. Let the coaches and the players do what they do. All right. So studio executives, let directors, actors, and writers do what they do. Right. Just fund the stuff, like how Neil was saying in his closing thoughts. Fund the team, fund the project, and get the hell out of the way. And believe in the talent that you put in place to deliver a good product at the end. And I think that's what happened with Deadpool. There wasn't a lot of like studios' hands into the project. Like they weren't micromanaging a lot of the stuff. And unfortunately, that's what happened with Fantastic Four. So I feel how Neil felt. Just that he was talking exclusively with in regards to the Niners. I'm taking it a step further and say, hey, you know what? This applies to movies too. Let the artists create shit, the directors direct shit, and the bosses stay out the way and just sign the check. That's all I got to say about that. It's a good movie, by the way.
Cool. I want to see it.
Yeah, it's a solid movie. It's really good.
I want to see it. Finally, my boy Ryan Reynolds finally came through on a superhero movie.
Hey, man. He did. It was a good movie. I give it, 2 hair flips.
Woohoo! We should do
until next week. Anybody have anything else?
Wait, what did Mecca say?
So we should do movie reviews. I don't usually watch movies, so I don't. But we can give 2
We should. Yeah, no, we should for sure. Anybody got any added thoughts before we say peace?
I'm buzzed.
Man.
All right, I'm the Cambodia. He's delicious, and that guy over there is 150. We'll see you guys hopefully next week, where we will get the fitness weight loss challenge down and have the rules set up, and see whether or not LVR is going to participate.
Count on you, LVR.
Yeah.